Saving a lot of money in a short amount of time is not easy. On one hand, we're fighting the increased costs of accommodation, food, clothing, and on the other, we're battling everyday temptation in a world where pretty much anything can be bought with a single click. In fact, data shows that 61% of adults in the US are living paycheck to paycheck, and 34% of adults living in the UK have less than £1,000 in a savings account. So in this video, I wanted to walk you through 4 effective strategies that will simplify and fast track your saving process. If you're new here, I'm Nischa. I'm a qualified accountant, and on this channel, we discuss all things personal finance and self-development. New videos come out every single week. Let's get into it. The very first thing I want to talk about is Parkinson's law. And this is a concept that was coined in the 1950s. And in simple terms, it means that your work will expand to fill the time that you allocate to doing it. For instance, if I set myself 3 weeks to plan and release this video, it will take me 3 weeks. I'll procrastinate, I'll come across something new and go down a rabbit hole watching different videos on that topic. I'll find a way to make that work expand to take up the full 3 weeks. Whereas if I give myself 48 hours to release this video, I'll find creative ways to get it done. And very likely the quality between the 2 videos wouldn't be too different. This same principle can be applied to personal finance, where the resource, instead of time, is money. Your spending will expand to consume all available funds. If you let yourself spend all of your net income, you'll find a way to do it. But if you take away 10% as soon as it hits your bank account on payday and put it into another savings account that you can't touch, you'll find a way to make that remaining 90% work. And if you think putting 10% away is doable, try 20% and living on the remaining 80%. Try 30% and living on the remaining 70%. You'll be surprised by what you can do. And you might be listening to this thinking, that's ridiculous. No way can I make this work. That's where the 4th saving strategy I talk about comes in, where I go into more detail on how you can make this work with what you have. The second saving strategy is to not be a last minute person. When I worked in my corporate job, during the busy weeks and months, I would get a takeout about 3 to 4 times a week. I'll be on my way home, it'll be late, I'll be hungry, and on my way home, I'll just order something from Deliveroo or Uber Eats so that it's ready for when I got home. And I did this week after week because I didn't take a few hours out on a Sunday to meal prep and think about a healthier solution for the week instead. I'm still guilty of sometimes doing this, but planning in advance can save you a lot of money. It will save you in overdraft fees because you're setting up some time to check your bank account. It will save you in Uber costs or taxi costs because you've saved yourself enough time to get public transport instead. And planning in advance also gives you options to do better. You can use your reward points to book your next flight. You can get a good quality umbrella instead of waiting until you're caught in the rain to buy whatever is available. There are times when last minute flexibility is useful, but often it costs you money and limits you with options. The third saving strategy is to utilize saving technology. With almost every habit that we want to stick to or want to try, there is some sort of technology that will help make it easier for us. If you're trying to reduce your social media consumption, there are apps like OneSec that forces you to take a deep breath before opening the app, giving you a second or two to rethink your decision. If you want to improve your fitness, there are apps that will help you do that. And in the same way, if your focus is to save more money, you want to lean into the technology that's available to help you out with that. There are apps that calculate how much you can afford to save each week and then automatically moves money into a separate savings account or an investment account. There are accounts like Plum, if you're in the UK, which analyzes your spending to work out how much you can afford to save. And then it automatically transfers the money over every 4 or 5 days. You can also, through that, round up purchases to the nearest pound and then save the difference. So for instance, if you're spending £1.30, it will round that up to £2, and then you can automatically save the remaining 70p. If you want to check out Plum, I have the link for that in my description. You want to find the right apps or the right technology that will help you align your habits to your goals and make the process of saving a lot easier. The 4th point, which is arguably the one that will really make a difference if you stick to it, is doing a year in review. At the end of each year, we usually do a full evaluation on other areas in our lives. We look at what went well, what didn't, how we can learn and improve for the following year. A great way to save a lot of money in a short amount of time is by doing the same evaluation in detail, top to bottom, with your finances. This is different to a monthly budget, which I have a whole different video for and a free tracker that comes with it. I'll leave a link to that here. But think of this monthly budget as you rowing the boat. You're moving forward month by month. Whereas a yearly review is you stepping back to check the broader horizon, checking that you're not just moving forward, but you're also moving in the right direction. So once a year, I'll consolidate all of the bank accounts that I have, my debit card accounts, my credit card accounts, into one main tracker. That money will have all the money coming out of my account. I'll categorize my spending and then go through each category line by line, asking myself 3 questions. Can I cut this out or cancel it completely? Can I live with less of it? Or can I get the same thing cheaper from somewhere else? I'm not going to bullshit you. This isn't fun. It's not interesting, but you only need to go through this once a year. But the ROI from this exercise and just carving out 6 to 7 hours to do it is so worth it. I gave myself 7 hours to do it last month on a flight back to the UK. I recorded my entire process. I don't know if it'll be useful or just a boring video, but if you want to see it, let me know and I'll show you how I went about analyzing the numbers and the data. One thing that has really helped me analyze data as well as develop a bunch of other skills is Brilliant.org, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. Brilliant.org is an amazing online platform with thousands of interactive bite-sized lessons where you can master complicated topics such as artificial intelligence, programming, data analysis, all these topics and skills that are foundational in any field, and you can gradually learn them in as little as 15 minutes a day. I highly recommend their data analysis fundamentals course. We don't realize how much we use data analysis in so many things, from understanding how to improve our business through to looking at our personal finance, checking our content analytics to improve our content and the way it performs. Even if you're not after data analysis and you're someone who just wants to keep your mind active and improve your critical thinking skills, there'll be a course in here for you. I highly recommend checking Brilliant out. They add new lessons every month to keep things fresh. You can join 10 million other people using the free trial link in the description below. And if you do enjoy it and want to continue, you can also get 20% off of your subscription as well using the same link. Brilliant.org/Nischa. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this content useful, please share it with someone else who'll benefit, someone who is looking to get good with money. And I also have a video right here on how I manage my money on a monthly basis, where there's also a free tracker. See you there.